Welcome everyone. In this presentation, I'm going to present our empirical study that investigates the properties of architecture smells in the context of the Pareto principle. Architecture smells are quality issues at architecture granularity affecting software quality, specifically maintainability negatively. God component, scattered functionality, and dense structure are some examples of architecture smells. A typical smell detection tool produces a long list of detected smells. It poses a challenge for a software developer as it is not practical to refactor all of the identified smells. To this end, researchers have proposed methods to prioritize good smells. However, these methods do not answer the question how to identify the smallest possible number of architecture components to refactor that fixes as many as possible architecture smells. We approach the issue from the Pareto principle perspective. The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, explores whether source code repositories adhere to the principle where 80% of the architecture smells are found in the 20% of the components. We downloaded more than 1100 C# and Java repositories and detected 7 types of architecture smells using Designite tools. Based on the collected data, we attempt to answer 3 research questions. In the first question, we investigate the degree of adherence of architecture smells to the Pareto principle in Java repositories. We found that approximately 46% of the repositories fall in the 20/80 Pareto category. It implies that a large number of Java repositories can be refactored by modifying a relatively small number of packages to eliminate a relatively large portion of architecture smells. In the second question, we compare the occurrence of the phenomenon in programs written in Java and C#. The results imply that refactoring efforts in C# repositories, in general, may tend to concentrate on fewer components than Java repositories for a similar number of architecture smells. We also investigate whether the size of the repositories influences the adherence to the Pareto characteristic. We obtained a low negative correlation coefficient between the size of the Pareto category of the repositories. The key message of this study is that Pareto principle can be used to effectively prioritize architecture refactoring efforts. That's all, folks, from our side. Thank you.